Standing next to me is the man who says he will take on any challenger. And ladies and gentlemen, he has found a new challenger in former 8-time World Tag Team Champion, Ricky Morton. What does it mean to the champ to face a legend like Ricky Morton for your heavyweight title?
What do you think it means to me, Jonathan Styles? He's a mentor to me. Any break that I've ever had in this business where I was put on top because of my ability was because of Ricky Morton. So let me tell you something. We've traveled together. I've drove him up and down the roads. We've drank together. We've partied together. We've womenized together. We've done a lot of things together. I've probably wrestled this guy 150 times. It's probably about 75 apiece, I'd figure. But see, right now, I've got a lot of things on my mind because I am the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion. The past month has been a great month for the Canadian line. I'm finally going to break into that top 10 in the NWA. And there's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to, bigger and better things than just this title. But tonight, it's about this title. And tonight, Ricky Morton, you are a legend. You are an 8-time NWA World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. His what should we say, his resume speaks for itself. I don't have to come out here, and I don't have to tell these people about Ricky Morton, but I am going to tell you about Lance Erikson. The past month, I've beat Adam Pearce, the NWA World Heavyweight Champ, 4 times. I've beat Damian Wayne, the self-proclaimed uncrowned World Heavyweight Champ. I beat Sean Tempers twice. Beat Jason the Gift Kincaid in a singles match. So that's what, 4 of the top 10 in the NWA that I've beat?
Yes, sir.
So tonight I take on a legend. I have nothing but respect for you, Ricky Morton. But tonight you will find out why you're just my next step towards immortality.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you Ricky Morton, the challenger for Lance Erikson's NWA Mountain State Wrestling heavyweight title this evening. It's an honor, sir. I'm finally glad to meet you.
I appreciate that, buddy. But you see, I'm not here to talk about yesterday. I'm here to talk about tonight. I'm here to talk about the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion. Look at me, Lance. Look at me dead in my eyes. I'm around. Look at me. I'm 56 years old. Ain't I pretty? But I'm coming after you, son. I've been down those roads. I had those dreams that you had. You see, I had to climb up that ladder. I had to beat people to become who I am. I know where you're coming from, and I know what you want. But understand me, you're not going to use me as a stepping stone to get what you're going to get. Because all you're going to get is all you can handle when Ricky Morton steps in the ring with you tonight.
That is for the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. First, the challenger from Bristol, Tennessee, weighing 205 pounds. He is an 8-time NWA World Tag Team Champion and certified NWA legend, Ricky Morton. He is the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erikson. Ryan Anderson, your referee.
Main event time, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, do we have the makings of a classic in this one. It's the current NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Lance Erikson, taking on NWA legend, Ricky Morton, Rock and Roll Ricky Morton, former multiple-time NWA Tag Team Champion. And this one's underway, a collar and elbow tie-up. Lance Erikson explodes, forcing Ricky Morton into the corner. And a clean break. Lance Erikson taking his time. He doesn't want to rush in on a veteran like Ricky Morton. If there's a trick in that ring, Ricky Morton knows it. If there's an advantage to be had, he knows where to find it. Ricky Morton epitomizes what it means to be a legend in the sport of professional wrestling. Lance Erikson comes off the ropes with a big-time shoulder block, though, and he knocks Ricky Morton down. The heavyweight champion of Mountain State Wrestling is a vicious animal in that ring. He is an apex predator. Erikson circling Ricky Morton circling out of the way of Erikson. Erikson, though, not rushing in after Ricky Morton. He knows better. So much on the line in this one, not just Lance Erikson's title, but for Erikson on the other end of that, if he wins, if he beats Ricky Morton today, he beats a former multiple-time World Tag Team Champion in Ricky Morton. A man with so many distinctions and accolades, it would be impossible to list them all in the span of time we have allotted for this match. But just to give you a sampling, this guy has the rare distinction of being one of the only men out of 4 men I can name between himself, Robert Gibson, and the Heavenly Bodies, who wrestled on a WCW pay-per-view, a World Wrestling Entertainment pay-per-view, as well as competing in their home base of Smoky Mountain Wrestling during the same year span of time. How many people can say that? 3 other people. A man who made it to the finals of the original WCW Cruiserweight title tournament, wrestling against the late Brian Pillman. And of course, Robert Gibson, his longtime tag partner. Ricky Morton knows how to get down that ring, and you can see him exploding all over Lance Erikson. Erikson gains rock. And if there's a guy that can rock your socks, you can bet your bottom dollar Ricky Morton's the guy that can do it. And Lance Erikson definitely taking a little out of his element in this one. A very concerned look on the face of the champion. He knows how very capable Ricky Morton is. And such a high-profile situation for both guys. Ricky Morton wins this one. Let's not forget, if Ricky Morton wins this one, he would be our Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. That's quite an accolade in and of itself. Both men taking their time with one another. Neither man eager to make a mistake in this one. Ricky Morton has the solid support of the fans. But that will only carry you so far in this one. Eventually it comes down to the 2 men in the ring, no matter how you look at it. We're back to a collar and elbow tie-up, and Erikson forcing Ricky Morton into that corner. No clean break this time as Erikson unloads on him. He nails him with an elbow. He sends Ricky Morton out. A world of authority behind that one. But he misses big when he runs in for that splash. And Ricky Morton with a fantastic arm drag, neutralizing the arm of Erikson, holding in that grapevine armbar. And the referee, Ryan Anderson, asking Lance Erikson if he's going to give this one up. Erikson, of course, saying no, looking for a way out, trying to grab the hair of Ricky Morton. That doesn't help him out at all, though. Plain view of the referee. Referee's going to stop that one real quick. Ricky Morton holding on to the fingers of Lance Erikson, though, and you saw the way he gripped those and just popped him out before he relinquished that hold. Erikson, though, firing a thumb to the eye. That'll change the complexion of things real quick. That's a weak spot for anybody and everybody. So he plants Ricky Morton, but he misses big time with that elbow drop off the ropes. Ricky Morton lying in wait. Nails him one more time with an arm drag as he encourages the fans to show their support for him. And he cinches back in with that Greco-Roman knuckle lock on top of the arm bar. And Erikson finding himself in quite a situation here due to basic fundamental scientific wrestling. It stands the test of time. Ricky Morton may have slowed a bit in terms of using high-flying maneuvers as he's climbed the years in this business, but one thing he has not done is slacked up on his homework. He always comes in with a strategy, he's always capable, and he's still as spry as ever, as you saw him kip up out of that one and right back to work on the arm of Lance Erikson. And you hear the fans chanting, rock and roll, rock and roll. Ricky Morton, longtime member of the Rock and Roll Express. And quite a few wars he had while as part of that tandem with Robert Gibson. Feuds with Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, the Four Horsemen, the Midnight Express, the Heavenly Bodies, up and the road and down and back again. He's done it all. But today he faces the top competitor here in Mountain State Wrestling, Lance Erikson, a man who has been on an absolute tear since winning that title months ago from Johnny Blast. Lance Erikson pulling Ricky Morton up by his hair, and he nails him with a stiff shot to the jaw, and that floored Ricky Morton. Morton looking stunned, taking his time to get back up to his feet, holding on to that middle rope. Erikson pulls him back down to the mat, though, and he cinches in on him with that rear headlock there. Those big, strong arms of Lance Erikson just crushing against the throat of Ricky Morton, trying to cut off the blood flow, trying to cut off the flow of oxygen, trying to disorient Ricky Morton, trying to wear him down for the long run of this thing. And this thing could go a while. Ricky Morton, he's a long-term kind of wrestler. Throughout the years, his conditioning has not suffered. Erikson well aware of that as you see him trying to wear down Ricky Morton, but Ricky Morton feeding off the fans as he has done so often throughout his career, has made it back up to his feet, and he's firing away on Erikson. He's coming off the ropes. Erikson measures him though and hits him with a back elbow. And Ricky Morton, having run flush into that, is back down the mat one more time. Erikson not wasting a lot of time, having words with fans in between each shot that he levels against Ricky Morton, trying to make an example of the former World Tag Team Champion. And he's choking the life out of Ricky Morton, draping that big leg of his across Ricky Morton's back and throat. Ricky Morton having that throat crushed against that middle rope, but he's up again and he's firing away at Erikson as he hits him with a fast, vicious shot to the breadbasket. Ducks and dodges, moves to the corner. Erikson follows after him, gets caught with a kick to the gut. Ricky Morton sending him into the other corner now. He's going to fire him off. Lance Erikson, reversal of the Irish whip. Ricky Morton in the corner, gets the boot up in time. Erikson runs into it. A knee lift on Erikson. Ricky Morton standing tall, standing strong, lying in wait. Erikson, he's taking some time to get back up to his feet. Ricky Morton's there to meet him with a big-time drop kick. A signature maneuver throughout his career. Referee counts, 2 count only. Erikson kicks out in the nick of time. The referee had been down quicker. That could have gone the other way, though. Erikson going for a pinfall attempt, both legs hooked up, his feet on the ropes, and he's got it. He stole the victory. I cannot believe it. Well, by hook or by crook, Lance Erikson, still your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. It took every trick he had in the back of his head, and what it came down to was positioning in that ring and that assist from the ropes. but still the referee did not see is still your heavyweight champion, your NWA Mountain State Wrestling heavyweight champion, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erikson. But what a showing from the longtime veteran of our sport, Ricky Morton. What a contest, what a main event, fans. Thank you so much for joining us today. Ricky Morton standing tall in the ring still. A young man's made his way in there. And Ricky Morton has definitely got the support of the fans. And he's asking for a microphone.
That's all right, Lance. Another day. Just another day at the office. But I want to tell you about that here. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Because people don't understand, without you fans, we shouldn't have no wrestling. And I never forgot where I came from, and I'm always going to come back. It's a great compliment and a pleasure to be here. But just like I told him, there's no place other than light. A hot cup of soup and a good night's sleep, something that nothing can cure. So buddy, we'll see you down the road. Back and to see you again. Great compliment, a great pleasure. Thank you all for coming out. We represent us here tonight. Thank you very much.